Hello, welcome back to the RC Pilots Log. I'm Rob. In today's episode, it's all about my new project. This is a Balsa USA quarter scale Citabria Aerobatic Pro, and I'm really excited to start unboxing it. I haven't touched the box at all other than to remove the outer packaging. It came today on next day delivery from Pegasus Models in the UK. Very reasonably priced and excellent service from Pegasus Models. So if you're in the UK, I do highly recommend them. As I say, it came wrapped in brown paper. That's the only thing I've taken off. So I'm going to start unboxing this and you'll get a first look at what's inside. I don't know what these kits comprise of really. This is my first high-end kit. I've built a couple of Balsa models before, both of which were kind of your cheap Chinese manufactured things. So this will be a nice change, and it's a change from the foam models I've been building and modifying recently. So that's enough of me just talking random rubbish. Let's get into it. I'm not really one for unboxing videos, but I figure if you can't beat them, join them. Most unboxing videos seem to get a lot of views, so why not enjoy this process with me. This is quite a nice box actually. It's just white, but I like the level of information that's on it here. There's a bit of blurb here about the Citabria Pro. And actually, interestingly, I learnt this while researching this model. It's actually Aerobatic, spelt backwards, is Citabria. Whether I pronounce it right or not is irrelevant. And nice, made in the USA, good old US of A. Details there and specifications. This is an 80-inch span model. I was actually looking at a quarter scale J3 Cub. And that was out of stock in the UK, and I emailed Pegasus Models to find out when they might have it back in stock, and the person I was talking to suggested this instead. It should be a bit livelier than the J3 Cub, being that it's an aerobatic model, and it's got a narrower wingspan, so it's about the same wingspan as a quarter scale clipped wing Cub, but this should be a bit more sporty. Okay, so yeah, it is an 80-inch wingspan, 2.4 metre wingspan, with a 54.5-inch fuselage length, 1.6 metres, and a weight of 11.25 pounds or 5.1 kilograms. So it's a fairly sizable model, but I should be able to keep it well within my flying club's limit of 7 or 7.5 kilos. So we should be good there. It is designed for a 60 to 92 stroke or a 90 to 124 stroke. I had thought about going electric because all of my models are electric. I've not flown an IC motor before, but you know, it's a good time to start. So I've decided I am going to go IC on this. I'm going to go petrol, and I'm yet to decide whether I'll go petrol IC or petrol 2-stroke or 4-stroke. We'll see how it goes. I've obviously got time to decide on that before I get to a stage of the build. Don't need to undo that, I can just lift the lid off. A stage of the build where I have to have had that decision made. But I like the idea of going petrol, so that's what my plan is right now. Okay, so box of sticks. Very nice manual here, and one of the selling points of this on the box there is that they've updated the manual with 140 photos, which looks pretty good. Black and white photos, but they seem pretty comprehensive. There's a bit of reading to do here. I'll read through these before I even start anything. Bedtime reading, the wife will love that. Actually, I chose to go. I had the option. Of course, I had the option. I was thinking about buying an EDF Jet foamy, something from Motion RC, a free-wing model. I was looking at a Yak 130 or maybe the BAE Hawk, and I was toying up between the FMS versions or the free-wing versions. And I thought, actually, I really enjoy building, and half of the fun of for me in this hobby is building something and then seeing it fly. And yes, you assemble a foamy, an EDF Jet, plug and play or ARTF. You do assemble them, but it's not quite the same as building something from a box of sticks or some flat materials. So for me, this was it. This was an option, and the one I wanted to do. And I wanted large scale. I really like the presence of larger models, and I like things to look scale and feel scale. Not that I know what full size really feels like, but I want to get as close to that as I can. And I think this, for me, is going to be a really enjoyable process and experience and learning curve. I've not built a large scale model before. I've not built a high-end Balsa kit before. And I've not flown IC, so come with me along the journey. Enough of that yabbering again. It's got a nice manual there, and a box of sticks. Okay, got some ABS, I think they're ABS wheel spats. That one's there. These are all very nicely moulded. They might be fiberglass actually, no, I think they're ABS. I don't think the kit comes with accessories like wheels, so I will need to, I'll need to get the right size wheels. I think they're 3.5 inch for this. Of course you can buy them from Balsa USA, but they're wheels, so anywhere is going to really be good enough. Nice big cowling here. I'll get my orientation right. Yeah, it's definitely ABS. Probably need a little bit of trimming and fettling to get that just right. But that's a good size. That's gonna be an impressive size. I'm excited about this. Some sizable chunks of balsa there. Looks like landing gear. I am going to need a bigger building space, I think. I expect the plans will be quite large, although I can cut into them. I'll try and keep them as whole as possible, and I'll need to look into actually build methods for this sort of scale size ball. So one of the issues I had with a kit I did previously with walking, I didn't build the fuselage quite flat, so the tail plane was wonky to the wings. I was able to sort it out, but it was a bit of a messy job, breaking and that's some stout aluminium gear there. 6061 aluminium, it's good stuff. Box of hardware. Look like push rods, I don't think. Yeah, push rods there. The box actually says it doesn't come with push rods, but clearly it does. And it also says it doesn't come with hinge with control hardware, but that's all in there as well, so that's positive. It's a parasol wing, so the wing is suspended above the plane is, the fuselage is suspended under the wing by struts, which are all pre-bent in this kit. Very thick steel there. We got thick wire. Just give those a measure. Yeah, about 3 mil wire. I'd imagine that's sufficient. Obviously there'll be a lot of forces going through that, and then we're into lots of sticks, bits of balsa. I guess the beauty of this is actually this is all just sticks of balsa. What you're paying for really is things like the cowling and the ABS molded stuff, the pre-bent landing gear and wires, and any of the die cut stuff, and of course the plans. And most of the money goes into the R&D and the plans, I guess, rather than the actual kit itself. I'll open the plans in a minute, but I'm just going to have a rummage through all the various bits and pieces here. Some die cut stuff there. All looks very nicely cut. And there's some plywood pieces here. Thin ply, light ply stuff. They look like formers or doublers. Yeah, well, it all looks intact. There's nothing snapped or broken, or I wouldn't know if there was anything missing at this stage, but I doubt it. A kit of this sort of calibre and price, you would expect everything to be here. And if it's not, then you know that's another journey you go on, whether you remake the part yourself or whether you get it sent to you as a die cut part. But it looks like it's very comprehensive. I'm really keen to have a look at the plans, so I'm just going to put all this back in the box. So there's little Balsa USA kit guarantee here, and it says, we at Balsa USA want you to be completely satisfied with your kit purchase. If for any reason you are not satisfied with any part of the kit you purchased, either from us or at one of our authorised hobby dealers, we will replace the parts in question immediately. If you have any questions regarding the construction of the kit or the model or any technical questions regarding the kit, please call our customer services line. One of our technical representatives will be happy to help. Now, that's pretty conclusive guarantee, isn't it? I think that's very good, and hopefully they do stick to it. If you've built one of these before, ever had any problems, I'd love to hear about it, so I know what I'm getting myself into. It looks like these are quite old plans, copyright 98 on it, so 1998. But that's all right. You know, it's not going to have changed. The physics of it haven't changed in 22 years. So I don't see any reason why it will not be as good as it was in 1998. The only variance will be my building and my flying ability. Anyway, let's get on to the plans. I'm fast running out of space in the build room, aka the back of my garage, but we shall press on. It does concern me a little bit building a large scale model in a small space. I can be a little bit clumsy, and damaging bits of balsa is very easily done, as it is bits of foam. But anyway, we shall see. We will do our best. Right then. Wow. This is not small. Goodness me. Okay. So we've got a decal sheet here. Numbers, checker flags, and some Balsa USA stickers, and a Citabria Pro logo. Gonna need a bigger room. May end up on the dining table with this. Wow, that's impressive once you roll it out. So I think it's a joined wing, single piece wing, which may prove challenging for storage and transport. Transport wise it'll be fine. I could fit that in my car with the seats down. Storage could be interesting. 2.4 metres. We may have to hang it on the wall. Okay, yeah, so there's an error. 80 inches. If I thought 2.4 metres sounded big, for wasn't what I'd worked 80 inches out to be, and it's not. 80 inches is 2 metres. 6'6", isn't it? Yeah, 2 metres and 3 centimetres, and the box clearly says 2.4 metres, so that's wrong. But that's fine. Doesn't make any difference. Well, it does make a little bit of difference on the box, but nothing to the build. Well, that's really nice. I'm excited about this. I'm excited to get started. I need to do some research on the build process, and let's get my face on here. Well, I'm really excited to get started on this. It's very impressive rolling the plans out and seeing how large they are. I don't have the necessary space to do this, so I will have to possibly cut the plans into their components, so elevator and the tail surfaces and things like that, tail feathers, left and right wings, build them and then assemble them, but it's going to be good. I'm looking forward to getting started. I need to research research and build methods and how to build, kind of make sure it's flat and true. I've seen several things ranging from using a pane of glass over the plans to pinning the plans to some foam and having some sort of laminate over the top of them. There's lots of options, lots of ways of doing it, so I need to do some research, but please stay tuned for build videos of this. I need to finish the DC3 first, but stay tuned, keep an eye out on Instagram, Facebook and YouTube for the upcoming episodes. Take care.